morning, Sal Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Saturday. Hope everyone's feeling fine. Who's got a day off? Anyone got a day off today? I never got a day off. I've never got a day off. I work every single day, guys. Look, last night, it was a crazy night last night. I didn't even, look, I was supposed to wake up, but the transfer deadline, over where I am, right? It finished around 2 a.m. where I couldn't get up at 2 a.m. to see Sancho signing for Chelsea. That would have just put me off my sleep. I thought if I wake up, I looked at my phone and I saw Chelsea sign Sancho. I'm like, what's going on here? I can't be bothered with that. Forget that. Put the phone down. That's enough of that. I don't want to know anything about that. The one thing is concerning, my few concerns about it. I want to talk about, obviously, the positives. I want to talk about Ugarte. I want to talk about Kone as well, coming in. Rumours is he's going to be a first-team player. He's not even going to be a youth team player. He's going to be a first-team player. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about that? Guys, before I start, please, could you kindly subscribe to the channel? Smash a like on the video. That would be fantastic if you guys could do that. Brilliant, guys. All the love. Now, Brian, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining the stream so early in the morning. No placements for Sancho. Instead, give a top 4 Chelsea and United leave Ugarte until the last minute. Look, we signed a player on the last day. It doesn't matter the points we are dropping. There's lots of people a bit disgruntled about this. I mean, I wouldn't have sold Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. That was just my opinion. At the end of the day, the signing, I mean, of course, we're getting rid of Sancho. It's he's been a headache for the last year or so. He's had his off-field problems. He had the tweet, the infamous tweet, of course, that happened. But, the one thing is, right, is like, I wouldn't have sold him to Chelsea, in my opinion. I wouldn't have got rid of him to Chelsea. I would have just kept him in the reserves. But it's a money game at the end of the day. And are they thinking about short term, not long term? Look, Sancho's not going to make the difference for Chelsea. Trust me this. Sancho's not going to make any difference to Chelsea whatsoever. They got Madueke, of course, in their team. They've got a number of wingers in there that are really good. So I don't think it's going to make much of a difference to them. I hope really, look, I don't wish Sancho any luck whatsoever. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit on there and say, well, I hope he does well. He's at the end of the day, he made a mistake. No, he's signed for Chelsea now. Another rival. I'm not gonna show any sort of support for Jadon Sancho. I hope he falls flat on his face. And I hope he never wins another trophy as long as he is playing football, guys. That's what I hope. I don't want any of these niceties, all these niceties around it. Look, I didn't get up last night because I knew, I looked at my phone and I thought, you know what? F that, I'm not getting up for that. No chance at all. Sancho, he got his move. He got the move he wanted. Why are we giving him the move he wanted? Well, money talks at the end of the day, and this is what it is. And also the wage of the books, of course, is getting 300,000 a week, which is coming off the books, of course. So that is important. We have to remember that. We have to think of it on a business side of things. But I always look at things on a Manchester United level, not on a business level. I think about it as a Manchester United level, and what he done. I wouldn't have sold him to Chelsea. But if we had no one else to buy him, what can we do, guys? What can we do? Do we just keep him? I don't know. Spurs sell Oliver Kit for 25 million. We sell Sancho on the cheap. Exactly, and the problem is, Brian, exactly, I absolutely agree, not only him, there's a number of players have gone for about 20, 30 million, and players who ain't even played a game yet. There was that player who played for, what was it, Liverpool, Berg, who went for 25 million. He hadn't even played a game for Liverpool yet. The problem is the wages. The problem is that astronomical wages that Jadon Sancho is on, 300,000 a week. Teams don't want to pay that amount of money a week. You can have, one thing is the transfer fee, but another thing is the wages. This is the problem that we're having at the moment. And this is an example of how badly run we've been over the years. In regards to just throwing money at players, give them what they want. We got to get away from this type of mentality, in my opinion. And, we're getting rid of Sancho. We're getting rid of a big problem in my team. We got Collier coming through, of course. We got other youngsters coming through. We got Shea Lacey coming through. We got Fletcher coming through as well. I tend to look at the future of Manchester United. Sancho's the past. I think Ineos have done what they can. I do believe that. I think they've done their best. I think they've done a lot. We've got a record amount of sales, of course. McTominay is gone, of course. The only worry is of these players were not replaced. Now, we've got an aging Ericsson, right? He's got no legs, right? He's got no legs. He's like Christopher Reeve, like, at the end of the day. He's got no legs, right? We've got an aging Ericsson. We've got Lindelof, who's aging as well, pretending he's injured, of course. Luke Shaw is never fit. You know, we've got a number of players in there. I would try and integrate some youngsters in there. If I could integrate some of those youngsters into the team, that's exactly what I'd do, guys. Absolutely. Grayo, good morning, my friend. How you doing, bro? I hope you're doing well. What is going on? Hope everything is fine on your end. What's going on, mate? I'm trying to fix my intro music. I'm trying to find some old instrumentals. If you got any old instrumentals, royalty free, send them my way, because I need some nice bouncy instrumentals. I've got loads, but you know, I wanna bring some of you guys in it. I'm gonna bring some of you guys. I'm into editing the video and everything like that, but you know, I'm bringing something different. Obviously, I just got a number of videos of my past achievements and stuff like that, but now I want to put something a little bit more glossy in there. But welcome, Grayo. Thank you so much for joining the stream. How are you feeling about that transfer window then? What would you give that transfer window rating out of 10? What would you give it? Morning, Grayo. Big up everyone. Big up everyone. Donny 500. Mate, Brian, you know that Donny transfer, you wouldn't get a player in League 2 500,000. It's mad, isn't it, when you think about it like that, isn't it? You know, 500,000 for someone who was rated as one of the best prospects in Europe and going for 500,000. It's mad, isn't it, when you think about it? It just goes to show you how badly we've been run over the years by the Glazers. They've really dragged us into the ground for a number of years, 20 years odd. You know, they drag us into the ground, and 25 years probably. You know, they have been dragging us into the ground, and they haven't, you know, inputted into this team nothing. They haven't put a penny into this team, and despite what the media tell you, these are commercial media outlets who don't do their research. They haven't put a penny of their own money. The club was passed down to them from their father, who their father should have had the club in the first place. And this is the problem, of course. Another song for Grayo. Sancho, F off. Goodbye, just go. We hate your face. You're a big disgrace. Sancho. Absolutely. There you go, Grayo. The music man is in the house. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? We ain't got long. You wait till he comes to Old Trafford, guys. What is the reception going to be like for Jadon Sancho? What's the reception going to be like? You wait till this reception. You wait till he comes to Old Trafford. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I guarantee you this, right? When it comes to the game at Old Trafford, Sancho's going to have an injury. Watch this. Watch this. Remember these words. Sancho is going to have an injury when he comes to Old Trafford. Now, look, I don't usually wish bad on players. I don't really wish bad. I don't wish bad on McTominay because I believe he gave his all, you know, and he punched above his weight for a long time. And to be honest, he had a decent career at Man United. And I congratulate him and I wish him all the best at a big club like Napoli, of course. I hope he does really well. The fans will appreciate him. They will appreciate his work ethic. I hope he succeeds. But players like Sancho, right? Players like Sancho, I don't care if he never wins another trophy for as long as he lives. I don't care. And the less the merrier for me. The less the merrier in regards to trophies. I don't care about Jadon Sancho. And I want him to fall flat on his face at Chelsea. Chelsea is a circus at the moment. Chelsea's a circus. They think, you know, at the end of the day, they can sign whoever they want. They're an absolute mess. Right? They're an absolute mess. Absolutely. Now, Raheem Sterling, thank you, Arsenal. He survived. We survived the Raheem Sterling merry-go-round, of course. Raheem Sterling could have been wearing that Man United jersey. I think Ineos saw the light. I think they saw the light and they thought, no, we're not having him at the end of the day for me. Arsenal don't really have, like, a replacement for Saka. So is he going to play in replace of Saka, or Saka going to play? It depends, isn't it? You know, I prefer to defend. If I was a defender, I prefer to defend against Sterling than Saka, even though Saka cuts in a lot. They're both like this, isn't it? It's good for their squad. It's not good for our squad. We've got better wingers, in my opinion, than Arsenal. I do believe that. I believe that Garnacho and Ahmed have got a higher ceiling, in my opinion, even though Saka's quite good. Brian, if Dalot or Maz get injured, we have a big problem. Ugarte injured midfield, worse than last season, and we always pick up injuries. Brian, please, mate, please. You're giving me anxiety on this Saturday morning, mate. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Look, we should have replaced some of these players, even if it was some free transfers coming in the door. Especially in midfield, we should have got a Rabiot, you know, someone like that. I thought we were there was a point yesterday when I thought we're gonna go and get Rabiot. There was a point when I thought this is gonna happen, we're gonna get Rabiot, but it didn't materialise, of course. But we have to hope and pray that we don't get injuries. If not, it's down to the youth players, in my opinion. I rate Collier. I think Collier is ready. I think he can come into the side. We can't rely on Mason Mount. He is injured as well. Let's not forget Mason Mount is injured. You know, it is tight, cutting it tight at the end of the day in the midfield area. And I was always saying that for the last months, I've been talking about the left back as well. The left back is not there as well. This is a problem. You know, if you rate this window out of 10, I would rate it about a 7 right now. I'll rate it about a 7. Not only they've done well, done okay, but we got a lot of weaknesses. Some of those areas are not replaced in the team, especially the left back, in my opinion. I would rate it a 7. Some to the tune of hi ho, hi ho. Oh yeah, it's off to work we go. Absolutely. Mate, you know what? You should be the singsman for Manchester United and the fans. You know that because you come up with some belters. Absolutely, Grayo. Absolutely. You should send it off to all the guys at Man United. You know, the Stretford enders and stuff. They would love that. They would love that. That one especially, definitely. Good one, Grayo. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? You can't mess about in Man United fans. We're a talented bunch. We're very articulate, us lot. You know, we're very articulate, us Man United fans. We know how to sing songs. You know, when it comes to Old Trafford, don't worry. We'll have some songs ready for Jadon Sancho coming very, very soon, of course. Brian, Sal, can't you tell I'm not happy? No, I can't. Can you tell I'm not happy? You can tell I'm not happy. I need the Joker smile on me. I'm not happy. I woke up in the middle of the night. I thought, you know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, right? 2 o'clock in the morning. I looked at my phone and I saw some tweets from Fabrizio Romano. And I saw Sancho, here we go. And I'm like, ugh. And I just took my phone down. Obviously, I checked if we signed anyone. Then I just put my phone down and just went back to sleep. I thought, forget that. I'm not even dealing with that. Seeing Sancho smiling. Nah, it's not for me, guys. Absolutely not. You know, the one thing, the concerning thing for me, what's going to be, is not the rivalry, not the rival fans, not Chelsea. The problem for me is going to be those Sancho FC, so-called Man United fans that, you know, were so evident last season. Sancho never even put Man United back in his bio. He never put him in his Instagram. He never put him in his Twitter. He wasn't interested in us at all. He hates us, right? And the feeling's mutual at the end of the day. He hates us. And some of those United fans who claim to be United fans, yet they're supporting Sancho over the football club. You know, that's what I'm worried about next season. That's what I'm... Galatasaray proposal to Romero remains valid. Let's not forget, Mario Hermoso can still come to Man United. Galatasaray are in for Hermoso. Let's not forget, like, he can still sign for another club. He isn't a free transfer, so Man United can still do that deal. Can they do that deal? Can they take him from the midst of Galatasaray? Can we do that? I would love it if we did that, because love it if we beat them. Love it, love it. I would love it if we do that. If we can quickly get Hermoso through the door. Of course, the free transfer thing, it carries on. There's no deadline at the moment, so it carries on. So we can get free transfers off through the door. Let's not forget, transfers with fees is over, but transfers with free transfers is not over. Absolutely. Almac, can you recap the transfer deadline? What happened? Nothing happened at Man United apart from Sancho leaving for Chelsea. Sancho's leaving for Chelsea. Do you know what? I'm going to put up a list of deadline day signings here for you. I'm going to read them out and I'm going to give my opinions on all these transfers. Deadline transfers. England. Yeah, not Scotland, England. What is this dude? Scooby-Doo deadline. Who signed the most this window? Let's have a look at this. If they got a list or something here that I can read out, there's a lot of money been spent. Well, not as much as it used to be, definitely. But yeah, look, you know, I'm gonna try and find some of these deadlines. I know Man United have done no business, really. Ugarte, apart from Ugarte, is a Manchester United player. Ugarte wore the shirt of Manchester United. You know what? Out of all the transfers this season, right, we can talk about other transfers, we could talk about his leaving. This Ugarte deal is the most important deal for us because it fills in that void that we've been missing for so many years. The defensive shield between the defence and the midfield, and giving the attackers the license to go forward. This is brilliant for us in regards to Ugarte. I'm absolutely delighted Ugarte is through the door, by the way. I'm absolutely delighted Kone is through the door. Now, Sekou Kone is apparently going to be straight into the first team squad. How do you feel about that? Sekou Kone going into the first team squad. That'd be absolutely fantastic, guys. Sekou Kone going into the first team squad, seeing him rotate with Ugarte. Let's not forget Kone. Kone is a generational, guys. You're going to see that. You're going to see that next season. So let's not forget Kone. I know he's unknown. I know he's an unknown entity. But you will see that he's good enough. He's going to be a fantastic player for us over the coming years, of course. Good morning, Abdul. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well, Abdullah. How you doing well? Big up this channel. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on a Saturday morning. You absolute warriors, guys. Where Rabiot go? Rabiot, I'm not too sure where he's gone, to be honest. I think he's gone to AC Milan, I believe. Let me have a look. I'm just going to have a look for you. You know what? I woke up in the morning. I was like, you know what? I've had enough of this transfer window. And, you know, I thought, you know what? Sancho's gone to Rabiot, so he plays for France. Milan forward, new offer to Rabiot, Weimar. Look, you know, in regards to the transfers, as I say again, the free transfers, which Rabiot is one of them, the free transfers can go on and on, and I'm not too sure when the deadline is for free transfers, but the deadline for free transfers is not over yet. So Man United could, in theory, still sign Rabiot, still sign Hermoso. So we are where we are at the moment. It hasn't moved anywhere. They can still come to Man United. This is not over by a long shot. Look, I'm surprised that Jadon Sancho, his documents were in on time 100%. How comes Ugarte's documents weren't in on time? And Sancho could play at the weekend. How comes Ugarte can't play at the weekend? Madness, isn't it? But yeah, look, the free transfers can still sign for other clubs. If you're on a free transfer, you can still sign. So Rabiot is still on a free transfer. AC Milan have put in an offer. As I said yesterday, AC Milan are putting an offer for Rabiot, of course. So it's up to us. If we want Rabiot, do I think we should sign another player? I think we should sign another 2 players. Why not get Hermoso? Why not get a Rabiot? You know, why not? I would do that myself. Good morning, Sniper Man. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Chelsea are facing Noah's Ark in Conference League. Big downfall. Absolutely. Let Sancho go to the Conference League. Enjoy the Conference League, fella. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Don't, actually. What is the selling price of Sancho? Loan or full sale? I believe it is a sale of 25 million. Let me have a look at the Sancho just to confirm the finer details of the sale. It's quite complicated, to be honest with you. But I just feel like the necessities of the deal, basically. The necessities. Chelsea make deadlines for loans. It's a loan signing. It's a loan signing for an obligation to buy, I believe. Let me just set that all. Yeah, it's a loan signing. Chelsea deal with Chelsea includes an obligation to buy if the targets are met. England international cost 73 million, but spent half the set. Yeah, it's 73 million we spent on Jadon Sancho, by the way. So it is an obligation to buy. So hopefully, you know, I mean, I've got to know what the finer details of that. Is there a break clause in that contract? If there is a break clause in that contract, that means that Chelsea can end that deal. I'm gathering that Man United wouldn't put a break clause in that contract. I hope they haven't put a break clause in that contract so that it can't be, so we can't come back to Man United. I'm pretty certain we've seen the last of Jadon Sancho at Man United. I'm saying that I firmly believe that we've seen the last of Jadon Sancho at Man United. And you know what? Good riddance. You know, at the end of the day, we don't need any of these guys, these spoilt brats in our squad anymore. Chelsea can have that problem right now. He can have a lot of days off because they've got a big squad. He's going to have a lot of days off, a lot of partying in London. Good luck to him, mate. He can go and do whatever he wants to do, of course. RMCF, let me just read this, sorry. RMCF, I hope it doesn't happen, but it looks like Ten Hag will be sacked soon. This squad attacker is not good. Sancho, 25 million, less pressure on him. That price tag with this boy will be success. Don't be like that, RMCF. I think Erik Ten Hag will be fine. Don't worry about that. Erik Ten Hag is a talented manager. He's going to be fine, guys. Don't worry. I believe that Erik Ten Hag will be good this season. And it starts with tomorrow against Liverpool. Liverpool is the most important game, and we shall win against Liverpool. Let's concentrate on that, and let's concentrate on winning that game. Football is about confidence. Football is about momentum. If we win against Liverpool, who knows what kind of momentum we have. I still think there's some players in our squad that I wouldn't keep. I wouldn't have kept Sancho. I wouldn't have kept Rashford. You know, I wouldn't have kept these players because I just feel like we need to move on from the old days, if you know what I mean, so to speak. Not the old days, but recent history, of course. We need to move on in regards to that, and we need to, like, players like Rashford, players like that. I just don't think we can rely on them anymore. Even like players like, Luke Shaw and stuff, even though I love Luke Shaw, I think he's a fantastic left back. I don't think we can rely on these players anymore. I feel like we need to be ruthless in the coming windows, in the January window, in the summer window, next season. We need to look at all these players now. This is a last chance saloon for me, for some of these players, And this time next summer, if these players are still the same, are still performing badly, it's about time we got rid of them now. We have to get rid of them as well. I don't care if they were a Manchester United Manchester United born and bred, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all that stuff, that sentiments and stuff. I want to see what happens on the pitch. I want to see what they do on the pitch. That's what I want to see, Grayo, come on, guys, smash the like button, subscribe, please. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep the audience coming up. We need more audience, guys. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it growing as day by day. This community is growing. 1-2 subscribers a day is absolutely good. We're growing as a family, guys. We're growing. Fantastic. I had a dream yesterday that the lights were off in my living room and my dad came home with Delict and Mazrui said, why are we hanging out? Why don't we hang out more often? My dad said, probably don't get much time. What a dream. You've been thinking about Man United a lot, Sniper Man. You've been thinking about Man United a lot. You know what? He could have cooked you a good Moroccan couscous. Definitely. Sniper Man. Dendelic said leave and then I have the hair loss problem. Does anyone know how far to fix it? I have a hair loss problem. Does anyone know how to fix it? Was that in your dream or do you actually have a hair loss problem, Sniper Man? Goodness me, you're stressing too much, my guy. You're stressing too much. Don't stress too much. We're going to be fine this season. Don't worry. If you're losing your hair, Man United have turned me grey, to be honest. I've got some grey. I've got a few greys. But Man United have turned me grey. I blame Man United for my greys. Absolutely, I blame them over the last 10 years. Before Sir Alex Ferguson left, I had no greys. I was jet black hair. I had absolutely jet black hair before Sir Alex Ferguson left. Almac, if Sancho is alone with an obligation with certain targets, that isn't a guarantee, Sal. Why are there any clauses? I don't know the finer details of the loan unless there's a break clause in the contract. If it is an obligation, that means that Chelsea do have to buy the player after the performance. Of course, it is subject to what's it called? Goodness me, losing my memory. It's subject to certain things like, for example, appearances, for example, goals and assists. It can be like that sometimes. It's dependent on goals and assists and appearances, something like that along those lines. But Chelsea have an obligation to buy Sancho. They've taken the wage from us, I believe they've taken the wage from us, which is of course a good thing. We're happy about that. It saved us a lot of money. But yeah, look, the transfer window in regards to free transfers is not over yet. We can still get Hamaso, we can still get Rabiot. Something could happen in this transfer window still. It's not quite over yet. The free transfers are still available. I would bust a gut to get Hamaso. Galatasaray are after Hamaso right now. Galatasaray want Hamaso. So I feel like we have to try and move on. Get a move on. Get our butter into gear and get Hamaso because we need a left back, guys. Brian, imagine losing against Liverpool and being 6 points away from the top three. Oh, Brian, don't do it to me, mate. I'm just recovering from the Brighton game, to be honest with you. I'm just recovering from that. I don't need that, especially against the bin dippers. I don't need this. I don't want us to lose that game. We have to win that game. If not, we can't lose. Because, look, teams only lose 2 games a season these days. It's not back in the 90s when we used to lose 6 or 7 games a season. Teams can only lose 2 games a season now, or 1 sometimes, So we got to be careful. We don't lose any more games anytime soon. We got a whole season ahead of us. We got a lot of hard games ahead. Tomorrow is a very, very important game, and we have to win and get on our momentum. I believe that tomorrow the season starts there. The season starts tomorrow. And if we beat Liverpool, that is when it all comes. Then you get Xerxes coming in. Then you get Ugarte coming in. Then you get Delict coming in. And they're being more match fit, of course. What I'm worried about is this damn international break. I'm really nervous about this international break. I would have liked Eric Ten Hag to say, my players are not fit. They cannot play international. They've got a 5 strain, this and that. Like Sir Alex Ferguson used to do. Do you remember those days when Sir Alex Ferguson used to make excuses so that players don't go on international duty? I feel like we should do that. I'm really scared now in regards to injuries. I'm really scared, honest to God. Especially international games and Lee Carsley and all this business. Can you send me some of the mushrooms? Yeah, goodness me. Sniper Man is the proper one. He's a legend though. Big up Sniper Man. Absolutely love Sniper Man. Absolutely. You know what? Difference of opinion. He's great. He's been his dreams. Those dreams he's been having, the hair loss and all that. Do you know what you should do, Sniper Man? You should go onto Google and type down what do dreams mean, and they will tell you like what certain dreams mean. When there's something, I swear there's something in those in Google that tells you about losing hair. There's certain dreams that mean things. So losing hair. So in my opinion, I swear I looked on Google and losing hair means that Man United are going to win the title or something like that along those lines. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was. Sniper Man, I was probably worried for the Liverpool. Don't worry, you got me here. I'm your lucky charm, Sniper Man. Sunday is the game. We will win that game, guys. We will win that game. We're going to give Arne Slot his first defeat as a Liverpool manager. And regardless how long Arne Slot is in that position, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, his first defeat will be at the hands of Manchester United, and that will be in history. History repeat here. Yeah, absolutely. Big ups. Yeah, these dreams, you're going to give me nightmares soon. Absolutely. Grayo, so I've just sent you a little tune direct to your inbox X, which may be suitable for your intro, completely free of charge, obviously. Smile. Thank you so much, Grayo, you absolute legend. Do you know me, right? I've got a song. I worked with people like Dion Bromfield, Amy Winehouse, and people like that. And I had this song, right? And it's alright, but I have a lot of songs very mellow, like pianos and things, ding 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 ding, and pianos and stuff like that. And I thought, I can't use that. I can't use that. I'm going to depress my audience by the time they get on the show. They'll be crying by the time they get on the show. Do you know what I mean? Especially if we're not being successful. I would change the intro if we're not successful this season. If we do badly this season, which I hope we don't, I would change it to sad music, and I'll make you all sad, and I can be your agony aunt. I can be your shoulder to cry on when you come on. And we'll be here like this. I'll be here, sitting here like a psychiatrist with you guys, with some of my glasses on and my pen in my mouth, and listening to you guys talking about Man United. Of course, we're going to have a successful season. Grayo, hopefully it's upbeat. Thank you so much, Grayo, you absolute legend. As long as it's royalty free, by the way. If it's royalty free, thank you, Grayo, you absolute legend. Afro Soup, let me just have a look at this. Yeah, as long as it's royalty free, Grayo, that's absolutely. Otherwise, YouTube would shut me down. Absolutely. Absolute Man United fans, we should celebrate Sancho's departure. He doesn't care about us, our culture, our team, and our coach in 83 appearances. He contributed nothing to write about. Absolutely, he's a crybaby. Afro Soup, I salute you, my friend. Absolutely, and we should concentrate on that. I firmly believe, Afro Soup, that he's gonna fall flat on his face. Don't worry about that. He's gonna fall slap bang on his face. I don't think he's gonna win anything at Chelsea, and I don't care if he wins anything at Chelsea, to be honest. Let him rot at Chelsea. They've got better players than him, in my opinion. They've got Madueke coming through the door, of course, as well, who scored a hat-trick at the weekend. Why did they need Sancho? Let Sancho be, let him go. He's a big headache off our shoulders. Now, we got Rashford. Rashford was friends with Sancho, wasn't he? Now, we hope that Rashford doesn't have a cry fit as well. We hope so, for goodness sake. It's like kindergarten at Man United. We hope that he doesn't have a crybaby fit as well. Basically, yeah, absolutely. When we have the ball, it's a game. When we don't have a ball, it's a fight. Ugarte. Absolutely. When we have the ball, it's a game. When we don't have the ball, it's a fight. Ugarte quote. That quote is going to live in the memory for years and years and years, guys. You can imagine that quote being repeated if he wins Man United the title. Can you imagine he wins the Man United title? You can imagine it all being repeated. Almac, I think we need Rabiot. If we have injuries, we don't have anyone that can play CM unless you want Mason Mount playing as number 8. Absolutely, Almac. Rabiot is still available. Of course, the window doesn't shut for the free transfers. I do believe we're going to get another one. We could get a free transfer. It's not over yet, guys. Don't forget, it's not over yet. The free transfer business goes on. And so until we can still get Rabiot, we can still get Hamaso. It still can go on, guys. It's not over. It's not over, guys. Absolutely. Completely agree, my friend. Absolutely, guys. Absolute legends in the chat. Almac, I think Chelsea mugged us off. They are getting Sancho on loan with an obligation at a cheap price when we paid 60 million for Mason Mount. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's just the way we've been doing business over the years, mate. Could it be because of Sancho's wages? He was getting completely astronomical wages, of course. What is it, like 300,000 a week, 350,000 a week? Could we get could it could it be because of that, and that's why we're not getting. Look, at the end of the day, these things won't happen again. These things won't happen again under this new regime. We're going to have a completely different structure, of course. Now you look at what Jim Ratcliffe said a few months ago. He said, look, we have spent £1 billion in the last 10 years or 15 years, and we haven't got one £100 million player. Why haven't we got that? We're doing that now with the bringing in obviously Kone, he could be that, Ugarte, who could be that. We're bringing in these type of players who have a higher ceiling. So look, Sancho can go for whatever he wants to go with. His problems, his wages are off the books. So I think like we've taken a big problem off us. I'm upset that he's gone to Chelsea, in my opinion. I'm upset at the price we paid. We paid 73 million for Jadon Santos. So I'm a bit upset about that, but when I look at it, I think, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. He's gone at least, right? He's gone at least. We've had a decent window. I say 7 out of 10. If we get a left back in, it'll go 8 out of 10, in my opinion. If we get another midfielder in, 9 out of 10, in my opinion. That's what I feel. We do need a bigger squad. There are free transfers out there, guys. It still can happen. We can still get free transfers through the door. There is still time to do that. Of course, we can't sign anyone cash now. His only condition for Sal for Sancho is that Chelsea has to finish in the top 14 places in the league. They then have to pay for him. Do you know what? If Chelsea finish below, I don't know whether I want Chelsea to finish lower than 14th, and keep Sancho, or Chelsea finish in the top 14 and get rid of Sancho. That would be funny if Chelsea finished below 14th, wouldn't it? Chelsea get relegated. Imagine that. Absolutely. No, they won't. So that means that, absolutely. Thanks for filling me in, CRG. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Thank you for filling me in on that. Do you know what? I woke up this morning. I didn't check. I was tired of this transfer window. I woke up in the middle of the night around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I saw that Sancho's gone to Chelsea, and I just thought, forget this, man. I'm not there. What am I going to do? I'm going to get up in the night and talk about Jadon Sancho going to Chelsea. If Man United signed, Chuck Weymouth, what's that guy's name? Chuck Weymouth. If we signed someone like him, I would have got up and I would have done a stream and would have celebrated that we signed a new player, but we didn't sign anyone, to be honest with you. Of course, Ugarte was already set in stone. Ugarte was already a Manchester United player. We know that, so was Kone. So, I'm absolutely delighted Ugarte is in the team, and Ugarte is a 20-point a season man. He's the most important player in the transfer window. We have won the transfer window with Ugarte. Ugarte is an absolute fantastic player, right? He's going to be so important to us going forward. In the next few games, he's a beast as well. He doesn't just get a scratch and he gets injured. He's a beast as well. Touch wood, of course, touch wood. Aguda, I dreamt I'm losing my hair. What does that mean? They replied, it's because you're going bald. I've had that dream. I've had that dream as well, mate. I've had that dream as well. I've had a lot of dreams of going bald, going wrinkly, losing my eyesight. You know what I mean? I've started getting all these blotches in my eyes, and I'm like, what is that? Goodness me, yeah. My house used to be haunted, right? And I used to live in a haunted house in East London, by the way. Yes, I did, and I saw a lot of things, right? And one night I woke up, my bedroom in particular, I used to hear footsteps every night at a certain time. It was about 3 a.m. and it used to be clonk, 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 right? And I got used to it, right? But there was one day I woke up and there was this big flash on my eyes. And I still see it. It scarred my eye for life. Scarred my eye for life. You see what I mean? See what I bring the conversation into goes. So I'm like Derek Okora in this house. Do you know what I mean? Derek Okora. I can hear it. Derek Okora is a friend of mine, by the way. He's in one of my music videos. Big up Derek Okora, R.I.P. Much love to you, my friend. Sniper Man, it's the meaning I had a dream that I beat Ronaldo one-on-one and I show speed. I'm on the goat. Sniper Man, do you know what? I would love to get I show speed on this channel. Can you imagine how it would be if we get him on this channel? Can you imagine how madness it would be if we get I show speed on this channel? Goldbridge knows him, of course. He knows him. I mean, I can go for him. I mean, I can find out. Sniper Man. I am not losing my hair. It was the Lit who was losing his hair. Lit doesn't have any hair. I don't think he has any hair. So, but anyway, Alexis Sanchez Jones doing the 1992 win. So, do you think he was a flop? Yes, he was a flop, mate. Absolutely, one of the biggest flops in our history. Not only a flop, one of the biggest flops in our history. I remember before he went to Arsenal and Barcelona. I remember Man United wanted him when he played for Udinese the first time. He played for Udinese all those years ago. He was a fantastic player, so skillful. I mean, even at Arsenal, he was brilliant. And when we signed him from Arsenal, I was so excited because he was brilliant. He was keeping Arsenal in games. He was scoring every week, assisting every week. I couldn't have imagined that he would flop as hard as he did. And he became one of our worst signings of all time. Of course, Mkhitaryan going the other way was a bit sweet because he didn't do well either. Music, Sancho, F off, a goodbye, just go. We hate your face, your big disgrace, Sancho. Mate, you know what? Oh my goodness. You know, look, I love singing your songs, Grayo. You know, I love it. You're a creative man. Definitely. The old regime would buy Sancho back for 60 million. Yeah, 100 million in a couple of years. Can you imagine that? Brian, oh, goodness me. Can you imagine that? God, blimey. It's like the Pogba all over again. Look, like, when that transfer window happened in regards to Paul Pogba, Ibrahimovic and stuff like that, I was very excited during that window. I was very excited during that window. I thought it was brilliant. We got Pogba back. I thought it was a mistake letting go. But then you realise why Sir Alex Ferguson sold him got rid of him in the first place. Why he got rid of him in the first place. Never doubt Sir Alex Ferguson. Never doubt. What will Onstat Romano there is land Florian do now? The transfer window's closed. Well, Romano will be on my channel very soon. I'm going to get him on my channel very soon. He's been busy lately, but I'm going to get him. I've spoken to him recently when I was in Italy. I spoke to him, so I'm going to get him on the channel very soon, and we're going to keep him busy. We're going to keep him busy, guys. Don't worry about that. Absolutely. Is Ericsson still here? We should have got rid of him. 150k a week salary. Yeah, I know. Almac, absolutely. You know, a lot of these players go in hiding during the transfer window. You don't hear from them. They go missing, you know. Then you see these odd pictures of them in crutches or neck braces and stuff like that. You know, like mummies. What I'm talking about, you know. And mummies as in Egypt. Yeah, so I just feel like, you know, maybe next year. You know, maybe next year. A lot of players will leave. A lot of players are on their last year of their contract, of course, as well. Let's not forget. So a lot of players will leave very soon. They're not going to be given new contracts. Brian Fosco, everyone having a bad hair day or lack of hair? Oi, is my hair that bad? I've got a little bit spiking up, but I've got to go gym. So, I don't really concentrate on my hair when I go gym. You know, I don't really concentrate on it. Everyone's, yeah. Look, you know what? You can't turn mutton into lamb, as they say. You can't turn mutton into lamb. You cannot do that. It's scientifically impossible, mate. Although I wish there was a cure for hair loss, you know, and a cure for grey hair. I really do. You know when I was about 23, you know, I was quite alright, you know. I wasn't bad. I used to have gold and copper in my hair. Gold and copper. Not copper as in police copper. Copper is in, you know, copper is in like the colour copper. I used to have gold and copper in my hair. It used to look beautiful. I used to have beautiful hair. Now look at the greys coming out. Silver Wolf. Not forgetting the dream I had nightmare where the Obi joined Chelsea. Sniper Man. I think you need therapy, Sniper Man. I think you need to go to the therapist. These dreams are not healthy for your health. They're not healthy for your health. You need to go and see a psychiatrist, my friend, and ask them, what is the meaning of the dreams? What is the meaning of these dreams I keep thinking about Man United? Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. Don't stress yourself too much, mate. Man United are going to be fine. I know it. Man United are going to be fine. I absolutely know Man United are going to be fine. I've envisioned Man United winning this Premier League title. Let me tell you a story, right? In 2007-2008 season, a friend of mine came up to me. No, actually, sorry, it wasn't that. It was about 2004, 2005. A friend of mine came up to me. He said, do you know Chelsea? Because Chelsea were dominating at that period. He said, Chelsea are going to dominate the league for the next 10 years. I said, no, they're not. He goes, they are. I said, no, they're not. You see what happens in a few years. Man United are going to win the Champions League and the league double. What happened? 2008. I also won a bet. There was one game, right? There was one game I didn't bet on, right? There was a game I didn't bet on. There was this Crystal Palace fan, and it was, what was the team? Crystal Palace against West Ham in the playoff final at the Millennium Stadium in about 2004, right? A guy came up to me. He was a West Ham supporter. He said, he's a West Ham supporter. He said, what's the score going to be, Sal? I said, it's going to be 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Neil Shipley after 60 odd minutes. Around 60 odd minutes. It was. I just said it. Do you know what I say? You know, human beings, right? We have this kind of secret power. I don't know what it is, right? I know I'm talking crazy, but we have this secret power where if you don't think about it too much, it's a bit like scoring goals. A goal scorer will tell you, don't think about it too much. Just take the shot. Don't think about it. It's instincts. It's a bit like playing snooker or pool. When you're playing it, don't think about the shot too much. Just hit it. If you've got the technique right, you're going to do it. Don't worry. And it was Neil Shipley 1-0 after 60 something minutes, right? And I was like, wow, if I put a bet on that, I could have done something. So people started telling me, but it's Juju Sal. They started doing this. And it happened to me during 2007, 2008. I said, yeah, this is the season. We're going to win the double. We're going to win the Champions League and that. And if you remember, during the 2007, 2008 season, we were doing badly at the start. Right? And then I said, no, don't worry. We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to win the Premier League. And people were laughing at me, guys. I believe it. I believe in it this season. I believe in it this season that Man United are going to do something this season. Don't worry about it. So, is this transfer window the weirdest transfer window? Just like some, it's the weirdest transfer window of all time, of course. I don't know if it's the best. That remains to be seen. Of course, it is only the best when players do well. Like, for example, 98-99 didn't look like a fantastic window, did it? When we signed Blomqvist, when we signed Stam, when we signed Dwight York, we were like, yeah, it's okay, But look what happened. Then it ended up being a fantastic window because we were successful. A window is only measured on success at the end of the day. We could sign 2 players, and those 2 players could become fantastic players for Man United for the next 10 years. That will be deemed a successful window. Now, we can't see if this is going to be a successful window unless we're successful. For example, when Louis van Gaal signed Falcao, Schweinsteiger, Schneiderlin, when he signed Di Maria, when he signed these players, we were like, wow, what a window. This is the best window of all time. Ended up being one of the worst, didn't it? It depends how it is, how they perform at the end of the day, in my opinion. Grayo, Sal, thanks for your haunted house towel. Did you ever find out who the history was and why it was haunted? No, I didn't. I didn't. There was a story, Grayo, that I used to play football in my garden. I lived there from 1992 to about 2016 in Leighton, in East London. And I was playing football in the garden. My back garden, right, was Leighton Orient. It was my back garden. It was literally a floodlight in my garden, right? So football goes back with me, like, for a long, long time, right? I used to know certain players. I used to know Paul Hild, of course, was a friend of mine, a friend of the family, who was an ex-player, of course, as well. There was a number of players who I used to mingle with. I've done a World Cup tune in Leighton Orient Stadium for the 2014 World Cup. If you go on the internet, type Reds, REDZZ, Alive and Kicking. Simple Minds gave us the permission to make Alive and Kicking, and they supported it. Absolute legends, Simple Minds, by the way, legends. Like, I was playing football in my garden. I kicked the ball over, and I used to creep in a little gap in the fence to get my ball. The next door neighbour was derelict. The house was derelict, and I would go next door. And as I went next door, I looked to my left, and there was a woman sitting there, and she had a little umbrella, and she was sitting there in these old-fashioned clothes, right? And I didn't think nothing of it. So I said, oh, sorry, because I'm picking up a ball. I'm like, breaking and entering, so to speak. So I'm picking up my ball. I was only a kid anyway. I was picking up the ball, and I looked to my left. She goes, that's okay. And then I went back and thought nothing of it. So when I went back in after, I went for dinner, I told my mum, and I said to my mum, look, who is this woman next door? She's living next door. And she said, no one lives next door. No one's lived next door in 2 years. I go, there's a woman there. There's a woman there. Lots of things have happened. I've seen a lot. I've seen things in my house I will guarantee you exist, definitely. Especially when I used to do music. Grayo, you would know, and stuff like that. There's a lot of energy in regards to that and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely, guys, absolutely. Sorry, guys. Let me just get back to some of these comments. Let's get back to some of these comments. Sal, thanks for your order. Yeah, just read that one. You're very welcome, Grayo. Thank you. Morning, mate. Morning, everyone, guys in the chat. Morning, bro. Bring there where you're landing your channel. Bro, bring there we land in your channel. Yes, absolutely. Big up, Sniper Man. What did I say last time? You see me, I'm like a goldfish. I only remember like 3 seconds. Darko, absolutely. Mate, I've seen a lot, guys. Absolutely seen a lot, guys. I say, I'm not really bald, I'm just growing a forehead. Rihanna has that problem. So does, I'm not going to say his name. I better not. He's going to come back to haunt me. Great. How is Gravy today? How is Honey Bun today, by the way? Hope they're well. Hope they're well. Yeah, Darko, not too bad. Thanks, mate. Absolutely. Come on, guys. Please smash the like and subscribe button. Big up, Grayo. Thank you so much. You absolute legend. Thank you so much, guys. Please smash the like and subscribe button. Keep spreading the word. Keep spreading Stretford Post to the other fan channels as well. Let's get the message across. Let's get the message across, guys. We need to get that message across. Anyway, do you think we could sign Smith Rowe for our future on rotation? It's a bit early. He's just signed for Fulham, hasn't he? So he's going to go for a lot of money. He's just signed for Fulham, Sniper Man. So I doubt that happening anytime soon. Darko, Sal, how comes you still have a fantastic hairline at 45? I'm not 45. Or you may have a secret trip to Turkey as well. I did go Turkey 2 weeks ago, mate, but I'm not 45. What are you talking about? Listen, I am not 45, guys. I'm not 45. You are absolutely... Oh, my goodness me. Darko. There needs to be the sniper bin. I need to get it done quick. My goodness me. I'm not 45. Do I look 45? Guys, in the chat, do I look 45? I don't look 45. Darko, you are out of order, mate. Absolutely, you know. Good after everything I've done for you guys. Yeah, Uchichi, good morning, Sal. Good morning, Uchichi. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Uchichi, I came a little late to class today, Mr. Sal. Uchichi, you're talking to me about my punctuation the other day. You're talking to me about my punctuation. And then you come to me late, Uchichi. What the ironic? Isn't it ironic, as Alanis Morissette once said? It is ironic, don't you think? It is very ironic, guys, that she's come late. He or she come late. Sorry, I don't know who you are. Sorry, Chichi. Gloria is a woman's name, isn't it? You're she, of course. I'm gathering you're a she. So thank you for coming to the stream, by the way, Gloria. Appreciate you, even if you're late. I'm only joking. Grayo, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Big up, Grayo. How long have you been a Red Devil? He's a what is it? A legacy fan, mate. He's been a fan for years, guys. Also, remember, don't let your Twitter get hacked by like Mbappe. Do you know one thing about the hacking business with Mbappe? Do you know what I would do if I was a hacker, which I'm not? But if I did have access to Mbappe's account, do you know what I would do? Do you know what the first thing I would do? Guys, check out this fantastic new channel called Stretford Post. I tuned into it the other day. My goodness me. It's better than all those other channels. My goodness me. He's a fantastic guy. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Don't forget. It's the first thing I'll do. Then I'll give him his account back. How many subscribers do you think I would have got? How many subscribers do you think I would have got if that happened? That would be incredible, wouldn't it? If I had the access. But I'm a good man. I don't hack people, you know. Ochechi, detention for you. Absolutely, you stand in a corner with your head against the wall with a dunce hat on. Absolutely, guys. Ochechi, Sancho is off, but I feel he might hunt us. I hope he don't hunt us, but I think he will haunt us, Uchichi, absolutely, in the future. No, he's going to fall flat on his face, Uchichi. Don't worry about that. He's going to fall flat on his nose. Right, smack on his nose. Watch what's going to happen when they come to Old Trafford. Watch what's going to happen when we go to Stamford Bridge. What's going to happen? We're going to beat them in front of his face. In front of his face, we're going to beat him. Don't worry. It's going to be sweet as everything. Ten Hag is being on touchline doing this. You know, watch what's going to happen. Watch what's going to happen. I guarantee you. Absolutely. I'm very confident we're going to do that. Absolutely. None of us crap players escaped the transfer window. A lot of them escaped the transfer window, Chi-Chi. Absolutely. But there's nowhere to hide because another transfer window is coming. We can't sell everyone because we haven't brought in enough players, to be honest with you. I thought we would have brought in a left back by now. I thought we would have brought in another midfielder. Of course, we can still sign Rabiot. We can still sign Hamaso. They are still on a free transfer, so they can still come to Man United. There is a chance that they can still come to Man United. Where there's a will, there's a way, of course. Joseph, good morning, my friend. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream, my man. How you doing? I hope everything is fine and dandy. I had United sign one young midfielder and is bullish. I had United sign one young midfielder and is Kone is brilliant, mate. Kone is going to be a fantastic player. I can't wait to see Kone play. Rumour is he's going into the first team squad straight away. Straight away into the first team squad. I can't wait to see this guy. This guy's a generational. It is a generational Mali team, of course, one of their best young teams of all time. So, you know, let's wait and see what happens in regards to that. Almac, did you know that Anthony signed in 2000? Anthony signed is until 2027. That's 2 more years after this year. We are paying him 200,000 a week, and Ajax are paying him 20k a week. How are we getting off with that contract? Mate, at the end of the day, we have to thank Murto and Woodward for this kind of incompetence that they have done over the years and giving these players ridiculous contracts. The reason these things happen is because we wait all summer to sign a player. Ten Hag wants the player. He's worth 40 million. We wait till the last million. We wait till the last minute and we end up signing him for 90 million. That's what happens, and giving him astronomical wages. We've been so badly run over the years, you know. It's going to take time. As Jim Radcliffe said, it's going to take time to get rid of these players. It's going to take time. Grayo, Darko, when I first became aware of football back in 1970, the World Cup was here, and although I'm Welsh, I supported England and still do to this day, as long as you're not playing the wows, of course. Absolutely, guys. Big up, Grayo. You're one of them ones to support England. You're one of the real ones, my friend. You're one of the real ones. My friend Dean Lloyd, he's the same as you. He's a good friend of mine. He's from Wales, he supports England, and yeah, big up Wales, Ryan Giggs running down the wing, Ryan Giggs, absolutely, one of our legends, man, one of our legends, big up the Welsh, produce a lot of talent, guys. Gareth Bale, goodness me, one of the greatest British players of all time, of course. If you know, you know. Brian, I got you, bro, how you doing today, my friend? I'm good, Uchichi. Thank you so much for asking. I don't know if you're asking me. I don't know if you're asking Brian because you read Bryant. But I'm doing good. It's like one of them ones where you're waving at someone, right? Someone's coming towards you, about to hug you, right? They're about to hug you and they run right past you when you're doing this. It's like one of them ones, you know, like, and you're like, oh, you know. Brian, Uchichi doing great for... Oh, it weren't me, sorry. It weren't me. Sorry, that's embarrassing. January and next... I thought it was too nice, too good to be true. January and next season, Man United will do huge business in the transfer window because there is a lot of money in our pocket so far. Glory go, Man United. We are on the way back or to the top. Ichichi, absolutely. Thank you for the positive comment. Absolutely. We have a lot of money. Ineos have said that. They want to concentrate on next summer. They want to see what they can do next summer. They want to have an equally good window next summer. We can still bring in free transfers. Let's not forget, though. There are still free transfers. I hope this reaches them. Hamasa and Rabiot are still available. You can still do the deals, guys. You can still do the deals. You can. Darko, Grayo, wow, big up, Grayo. Absolutely. He's a proper fan, I told you. 55. Brian, you're 55. Oh, you supported United since 55. You supported United since 55. I'll take that one. I'll take the first answer. You look 48. Sniper Man, you talking to me? Are you talking to me, Sniper Man? My goodness me. 38. That's better. Thank you, Joseph. You absolute legend. You are a legend. You see the haters in the chat. You know what, Sniper Man? After everything we've been through, after everything we've spoken about, we've been on the edge this last summer, talking about transfers, the transfer window, going in on this transfer window, sweating and everything. I was in the heat in Dubai, outside doing these streams, sweating. Do you know what I mean? Like a Rocky Balboa movie. I was there. Do you know what I mean? I was there sweating, and you come out with me with a comment like that, guys. 48. How very dare you? I would be 45 and say, big up Darko, you're 45, there you go. I don't know what you look like, so I can't say you look it or you don't look it. You see, I wouldn't say that anyway. I tend to go lower. You can't lose if you go lower. You can't lose if you go lower. If you go higher, you lose. Darko, Bina United overnight says here we have been Charlton, Lawrence, Stepney, Kidderminster, Sadler, Burns. My favourite player was 1977, Tommy Docherty, brilliant player. Obviously, Tommy Docherty, Pearson, Hill, Coppell, Coppy, love Coppell, by the way. See, there you go. You've seen it all. This guy has seen it all. He's seen relegation, guys. He's seen the promotion. He's seen us becoming a cup team in the 80s. He's seen us through the Sir Alex Ferguson period. He's seen us in the 90s, the successful, becoming the best team in the world and the treble. And he's seen us become the best team in the world in 2008. And then he's seen our decline. And we're coming back again. It works round and round in circles, guys. Remember, the Thames used to freeze. The Thames used to freeze and people used to skate on the Thames. It's not that it's global warming. It's just that it comes around in a circle, guys, like that. Absolutely. And success for Man United is going to come in a circle. Is that how much you're giving me in compensation, Sniper Man? Are you giving me 1 million in compensation for the absolute insult that you just said to me, saying that I'm 48? That should have been the kid, not bloody Kidderminster. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I do know what you mean. I was thinking Kidderminster Harriers. I think, what are you talking about, Kidderminster Harriers? What's going on? Yeah, they were in the National League, absolutely. I know them. I used to live in Dorking in Surrey. They used to be they're in the National League now. They got promoted a few times. Big up Dorking, by the way. Big up Dorking. Come on, guys, please smash the like and subscribe. Thank you, Grayo. Thank you, Grayo. Grayo, let me know if this song that you sent me is royalty free, yeah? Please. Because if I put it on the channel, I don't want it being like, oh, you know, taking down my channel and stuff. Thank you, Grayo, though. I can't wait to listen to it. So, do you think Wrexham will come to the Champions League or Premier League? Yes. Yes. And the reason I say that is because of Ryan Reynolds. People laugh at Ryan Reynolds. People want to laugh at Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is a smart dude. And Ryan Reynolds knows what he's doing. I like his passion. I like the fact that he's at games. I like that. And I think that Wrexham are gonna come up. Yeah, I do. They're already killing it. They're already. Like, goodness me. Like, I'm from Leighton. I've been waiting Leighton Orient for years to get to the Championship. You know, they're in League One. I mean, they lost 3 in a row now, but, you know, I've been waiting for years for them to get in the Championship. I'm from Leighton, obviously. But, yeah, I always keep one eye on them. But Wrexham have done very, very well, and they will do. I think they will get to the Premier League. I do feel like they'll be the next Welsh club to get to Premier League. Great. Salute. Well, the best period, by the way, is 2013 to date. In regards to Man United or the last transfer? Great, because 2013 was a bit dead that season. We were lucky to win the league that season, to be honest. We were poor, to be honest, I thought. Great, sorry, the worst type mistake. Yeah, absolutely. That happens to the best of us. And never played for United either. Yeah, it's Kidderminster Harriers didn't play for Man United. I would be worried if they did, even though we could do with some of their squad. Anyway, I will miss McTominay. We'll all miss McTominay, but you know what? You have to be ruthless in this game at the end of the day. Absolutely, guys. Much respect, my friend. Big up, my friend. Big up, Grayo. Big up everyone in the chats. You absolute legends, you. Brian Giggs, 13 Premier League titles. Gerard 0, exactly. Chadwick as well. Chadwick has won more Premier League titles than Gerard, of course. I hate that argument when they talk about Gerard, Scholes and Lampard. Do you know what? Scholes is a different level. When they talk about Gerrard and they talk about Lampard and they mention him in the same breath for Paul Scholes, it really irritates me, guys. I don't know what you think about that. How do you know, how can you compare Gerrard and Lampard to Paul Scholes? Paul Scholes is a generational. The guy was a genius. And Lampard was a stat merchant. He was a good player, but he was a stat merchant. My unpopular opinion that he was slightly overrated, but anyway, that's another story. Gerrard as well. Do you know what I mean? The way they downplay our legends, it really irritates me, mate. United will use loan transfers, bro. United have still got a chance to get Hamaso and Rabiot. I haven't given up hope. I know it's a long shot, but I haven't given up hope. Anyway, yeah, do you know what, Grayo? That's getting quite popular. That's going to be saying at Old Trafford. Do not forget, that's going to be saying at Old Trafford this season. And when it's saying at Old Trafford, keep an ear out. It's going to be saying, I know someone big in the Sand fan base who go to Old Trafford. They're saying they're going to sing that. I passed it on, mate. Did you see Ronaldo got an award yesterday? Ronaldo got an award yesterday. I didn't see it. What award did he win? What award? Was it in Saudi Arabia? What do you think about even Tony going to Saudi Arabia? What do you think about that? Is it too early in his career, or did he just want to earn a bit of money? We'll have to wait and see. I think he'll be back anyway soon, in a year or two. We have here, Grayo, a Red Devil 70s and Sniper Man, a Red Devil after David Moyes came. Do you know what? I respect both of them. I respect both of them because at the end of the day, you support Man United went in the 70s, you know, and a difficult period, so to speak, you know, especially we were European Championships, obviously in 68, 1970, we started on the decline. The people who started supporting United after 2013, I have nothing but respect for you guys because you've seen a lot of bad stuff. I'm lucky I supported United the late 80s, so I saw a bit of bad stuff, but I saw a lot of trophies, and I'm happy about that. In 1999, I always promised myself, I said, I'm happy whatever happens now from this day forth. But now it's come to it, I just want us to win now, obviously. Big up Mad Advanced Sid, how you doing? How you doing? Well, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe and smash a like on the video, you legend. Thank you. What do you think is the main reason United fan base is increasing every year, even when we club is not doing very well? And I'll tell you why, Mad Advanced. The reason that we are still the biggest club in the world, and we will continue being the club in the world, biggest club in the world, is not only because of success, right? You cannot buy DNA, right? You cannot buy history. It's our history. I fell in love with Man United because of the Busby Babes. I learned about Duncan Edwards. I learned about George Best. I learned about all Blanche Flower. I learned about all these players, right? And I fell in love with the club. This history still exists. And this history people can still look up on, you know? Like, you know, I would urge people to look at our history and look who we are. I guarantee you they will look at City like a piece of dirt, Man City, which they are. You know, they're a piece of dirt, you know? We have a history, they have no history. And that's the whole point of it. They have nothing. You know, this is why people continue to support Man United. And also, Man United will be back. Don't worry about that. Grayo, song is 100 before. Thank you so much, Grayo. You're absolute legend. I'm going to have a listen to it. And I'm going to put it in the new video thing. I don't know about my video. My intro music is a bit hyped, to be honest with you. It was an old song on BBC Radio 1. That I released with my brother, and you know, I'm using it now. It was in 2008 we released it. 2008. Darko, actually, after Jose Mourinho, fair play to anyone who's been supporting that time. At the end of the day, Sal, have you seen Welcome to Wrexham series? Really interesting. Haven't watched it yet, mate, but I have. It's on my bucket list. I'm definitely going to watch it. It's very hard to find these series in the Middle East. Grayo, I still haven't watched the not the Class of 92, the Treble series. The Treble series, the one that came out recently. I still haven't watched that because you can't get it in the UAE where I am at the moment. They have UAE Netflix, so you can't watch it. It's sad. You know, I don't have VPN, I don't have anything like that, so I don't really get it. You know, I might try and get it because I want to watch the Treble series as well. And Wrexham ones, I did look for it a couple of weeks ago. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. You know, so that, you know, it's hard to get certain series over here, unfortunately. Do you think Ugarte is a good goal scorer? No, Ugarte is not a goal scorer. He hasn't throughout his career scored goals. The one thing Ugarte does do, he does release players in the attacking area. So if Ugarte is a shield for the back four, and he is a guy who's not scared of the ball, he can bring the ball forward. He's quite skillful as well. He's strong. He's technically brilliant. And, you know, he can release the players at the front. He can release them at the front. It does help us in an attacking sense, so to speak, if you know what I mean. Sniper Man Joseph, no, he has an anchor man. No, he is anchor man. Who is anchor man? Who is the anchor man? No, he is. Let me see Sniper's old comment actually. We've got actually Jose Mourinho. Let me see. I can't find it. I'll find it a bit later. Anchor man. We won the Champions highest goal scorer. We won Champions highest goal scorer. Which one are you talking about? MD. Was it maybe the United fan base increase every year? Oh yeah, we won Championship highest goal scorer. Yeah, we're coming back. You know what? I believe we're going to challenge this season. I'm going to die on that hill when I talk about challenging for the league. I know some people think I'm delusional, but I feel like we will. I feel like we will eventually challenge for the league, guys. Absolutely. Ronaldo won Champions League, top scorer of all time. Yeah, Ronaldo's the GOAT for me, not Messi. Messi, there's many reasons why they class him as the GOAT. Obviously, one of them is the World Cup, which I feel like was migged. It rhymes with migged, but yeah, I feel like it was. Weghorst will tell you that. But yeah, he's the GOAT for me. But there are other GOATs as well who I feel like are underrated. George Best is underrated. Players like that. Paul Scholes is underrated. There's many players. Bobby Charlton is underrated. There's many players that go under the radar, especially if they're British. When Zinedine Zidane was asked what he's like, yeah, exactly, Grayo. This quote, he replied, I don't know. Go and ask Paul Scholes. Absolutely, true story. Absolutely. Thierry Henry as well. Iniesta, Xavi, they rate all the greatest players. Rate Paul Scholes as the greatest ever. Scholes was truly respected by his peers of Dan. Yeah, exactly. Not by Danny Murphy. Do you know what I mean? And Jamie Carragher. Once again, great street stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Liza Rami, you big legend. You absolute legend, you. Despite the insult about 48 years old, that's okay. I'll forgive you. Born February 1958, so I was born to be a Red. Born to be a Red, 1958. Great year. But sad, yeah, very, very sad, yeah. Year of the Busby Babes, you were born to be a red. Big up, and RIP the Busby Babes. I need a real need Raul Betis wanted Anthony and Ericsson on loan. Why Ericsson aren't keeping these two? Probably because we don't have a big squad, mate, and they won't pay their wages. So it's no point getting rid of them if you're being honest, you know. Ugarte is a possession keeper, absolutely, and something we need, Uchichi, absolutely. Anchorman holds his position in the back line. Yeah, he holds his position, and he gets the license. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Goodness me, I keep having Anchorman in that film in my head. I don't know why. It's one of my favourite films. I like comedies, me. Something like, oh, then the best formation is 4-4-2 for me. Ugarte should shine well. Absolutely, Joseph. I missed the 4-4-2 myself. 2 up front would be fantastic. Might score more goals. Jailbreak 5 sticks for people who are able to watch anything in the world. Yeah, absolutely. But it's hard because they're doing some sort of thing which prevents people using them. Now it's sad, isn't it? Has Sancho permanently leave Man United or loan deal to Chelsea? It's a loan deal with an obligation to buy, and as I heard earlier, if Chelsea come above 14th, they have to buy him. Guys, including welcome to Wrexham. Big up Wrexham. Can't wait to watch that series. The best defensive midfielder in the world is and will always be Makalele. He was one of the greatest, underrated. Dark Row, absolutely underrated. Very sad he didn't come to Man United and went to Chelsea. Mr. Sal, I think your show intro majority talks more about talks more of your religion, sound Islamic, but I have no issues with that because it's good to propagate your lovely religion everywhere. I don't know. I don't preach religion on my channel. Absolutely not. I don't. I come from a mixed race family. My mum is Jewish German. My dad is a Muslim. Yeah. I'm born in Leytonstone. You know, the one thing I want to preach, I'm not going to preach religion because I never preach religion, obviously, and politics. Those two things, it's just a no-no for me. The one thing I do preach is kindness. That's what I preach, is kindness. That is the most important because I feel like we concentrate so much on other things, like obviously divine inspiration and stuff like that, but we forget about kindness, which is the number one rule in humanity. We thrive with kindness, we win with kindness, and that's what I say. And that's how I'm going to end the stream. Bath time, by the way. Good to see you back, my friend. What's going on, Sal? Any fun news? Only Sancho. Only Sancho. What I would say, only Sancho in regards to Chelsea obligation to buy. What I would say, Hamaso and Rabiot are still on the table. Free transfers is not over yet. Free transfers can still carry on. And here we go. Mr. Sal looks 100. Guys, if you keep insulting me like this, I'm going to look 100, ain't I? I'm going to look. You haters. Haters are going to hate. Haters going to hate. Haters going to hate. Yo, haters going to hate. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, guys. You're absolute legends. Sal, did the sniper man say KDB is reaching Scholes level? He ain't even touching his left boot. He's not even touching his left boot, guys. Absolutely not touching his left boot. Andre Cancelo is now the winger, great cross. Andre Cancelo is a legend, one of the greatest wingers of all time, highly underrated. Shadi left Man United to go to Everton and faded away after that, as you do. Excellent show again. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Over the time, 7 minutes. How old is Hamaso? About 30, I believe, 29, 30. Guys, thank you so much for joining the show. You absolute legends. I'll be back later on for Chatterbox if nothing else breaks. Of course, guys, you absolute legends. Thank you so much for joining me. You are the reason that I carry on doing these streams. You're brilliant. We're carrying on growing day by day. Guys, please, sorry, I'll just look at my laptop over there, just seeing the email. Please, guys, if you could kindly, one love, Joseph, big up Darkro, big up the stream, big up everyone, one love. Guys, cheers, Sal, big up Brian, big up Grayo, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure as usual. Keep pushing the channel, guys, to other channels. Keep mentioning it. Keep mentioning it to your friends, your family, your loved ones, and other fan channels as well. Stretford Post Sal, big ups. I'm Sal Warner. This is Stretford Post. Take it easy, guys. Peace.